horrible nights sleeping. Some of this, I don't always have anxious thoughts, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But this has got me feeling kind of anxious thoughts. I hope this don't turn into another situation where I've got to go to the emergency room multitudes of time again, but we'll see. 2 years ago when I fell, screwed up my leg, lost count. It was so many times I lost count how many times I had to go to the emergency room. And I don't like going to that place at all. I don't like that place. I don't know how many times I went. 20, 30 times, something like that, over my leg. I couldn't get nothing done. They kept giving me the runaround out the door. One time, to give you example of the many of how I was treated at the emergency room, one time I was at wound care and my leg ruptured, blood went all over the floor, and the wound care doctor, this girl has a doctor, this is a doctor, this is not a nurse practitioner, this is a doctor, calls the ambulance on me with another doctor standing there agreeing that I need to go to the emergency room. They're even telling me that I'm probably going to stay the night. 2 doctors standing in a room calling emergency room on me. I go to the emergency room. They did do some kind of scan on my leg, sent me home with an antibiotic, and I needed to have surgery on my leg because the next morning when I woke up from that, my leg had turned black. I went to a different hospital, and the next thing I knew, they had me in the intensive care. That was UT that I first went to. They sent me to UT, and UT sent me home. And I needed surgery on my leg immediately. And UT hospital sent me home. Within 24 hours of sending me home, I was back at the emergency room again, and this time they sent me to the intensive care. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know how many times I go to the emergency room. 2 years ago, I was supposed to have surgery on my neck, but because of the leg problem, I had to get the leg problem fixed. I guess between my neck problem and my leg was a more serious problem at the time, and I didn't need another hole cut in me, because that's what surgery is. What they're going to do is cut a big hole in me when I already had a huge hole in my leg, because you can't do that. So I had to postpone the surgery on my neck 4 times. And then after about 6 months, I was ready to have surgery to get my neck problem fixed. I had another ruptured disc in my neck, and after having 4 surgeries on my neck, I had another ruptured disc in my neck that needed to be fixed with a huge ass bone spur. I was supposed to get that fixed again, and I couldn't help it. I had to postpone it because the hematoma in my leg was humongous. So after 6 months, I was ready to have surgery on my neck, and then he changed his mind. See, I don't know why I get the freaking run around when it comes to my medical. I don't go to the emergency room unless it's something serious. I was probably sent about 12, 15 times by a doctor or a nurse to the emergency room. And then they give me the freaking runaround. And then I was supposed to have my neck problem fixed, and then he changed his mind. I was supposed to get my low back problem fixed. They changed his mind. So do you see now why I'm paranoid about when I call the doctor today about getting my leg fixed? I hope they don't do another change their mind scenario, because that's going to send my ass to the emergency room. I've got too many problems, and they've got to be, some of these problems has got to be fixed and addressed. I got a problem with my leg, my low back, my hips. I got plantar fasciitis in my feet. I got too many issues. This got to be fixed. I can't, this leg problem has got to be fixed. I've been told by a surgeon, bone slapping against bone. So anyway, I'm going to call him today, and I'm just kind of like, after what I've been through in the last friggin' years, getting the runaround, I hope they don't give me the runaround again, because I promise you, that'll put me in the emergency room again. And I don't want to go to the emergency room, but if that's what I have to do to get somebody's attention, to get some of these issues fixed, do you see my mental anxiety right now? It's about, I got enough problems with my low back, hips, and feet. Now my dang on knees messed up. I've had that confirmed by a doctor he told me that I'm not in no immediate surgery. You can live with this knee problem that I have. But he literally told me you don't need to be walking on your leg any more than you have to. He said, with this leg problem, you need to stay off of it as much as possible, because the more you walk on it, the worse it's going to get. So in other words, he has sentenced me to the couch. Now, he gave me two options. He did say knee replacement would put me back to where I could walk again, as far as my knee goes, but I still got plantar fasciitis, problems with my hips and low back. But I like to get so many friggin' issues fixed, starting with I like to get my knee fixed and then my low back fixed. I'd like to get fixed where I would love to be perfect. If they can get me perfect, great. Get me absolutely perfect, please. By the way, it's 4:26 in the morning. I didn't sleep worth crap last night. They can make my body, especially from the waist down, perfect by all means. But I don't even have to be perfect. I'd love to be, but I'm not so picky that I have to be Mr. Perfect. But I'm getting to where I'm about to just going to have to be in a living assistant facility or something. Because what am I going to do when I can't walk at all? I live alone in an apartment. Thank you, Lord, for this wheelchair. It's very helpful for me right now. I gotta call this doctor today and gotta get some of my issues addressed. Or I'm telling you right now, Mr. Collins right here. You see Mr. Collins speaking right now? It's going to end up being a multitude of emergency room visits, and that's not going to be my fault, and that's not going to be my bill. I won't pay no emergency room. I won't pay anything on the freaking emergency room bill. TennCare put me on some kind of TennCare Select thing where I'm supposed to have partial co-pays on some of my medical bills, and I've gotten a few little medical bills here and there. I think it's a total of $1,100, and I've not paid 11 cents on it, and nor will I, because I don't have the money. I don't have it. So they end up putting me in the emergency room multiple. I will go. I don't like going to that place at all. That's not my place. I don't like going there. I don't like sitting there. I don't like being in a room. I'd rather be at home if I want to sit in a room. Or I don't even like to sit at home, let alone sitting in a hospital room or in an emergency room. I like to be doing something with myself. And that's the reason why I need to get my leg fixed, because I like to be doing something other than sitting on the damn couch all day long. But I'm just venting my thoughts and frustrations right now. I'm kind of paranoid after the way I have been treated with my neck and low back and now leg problem. They do my leg that way again. He told me I could have surgery on my knee. He says I'm a perfect candidate for partial knee replacement, but on the other hand, he said that there's other things going on in your knee. If we do a partial knee replacement, later on you might need another knee surgery. And I told him, I said, I don't want 2 surgeries. I don't want a surgery at all, let alone 2 surgeries. But if it's what it takes to get my knee fixed, then let's just get it on and get it over with. And I want the whole thing fixed. I don't want 2 surgeries. He talked to me like I'm a partial knee replacement candidate, but then again, you might need another surgery later on behind your kneecap problem. And I told him, I said, man, I don't want no partial knee replacement and then another surgery. I'd rather just not make it into 2. That's just me. I'd rather get the whole thing over with. 4:30 in the morning, I've not slept very well. I'm just frustrated right now. I don't know what's going to happen when I call the doctors today, but I want my leg problem fixed. I want my back problem fixed. I want to get to where I don't have to be slap perfect, but they get me perfect. Get me perfect, please. I would love to be perfect, but I'm trying to say I'm not so picky that I have to be absolutely perfect, but I'm not going to be homebound, wheelchair bound, I can't even walk 2 miles. Average person, my height, my size, my age. Average person, my height, my size, my age, walks a mile in 15 minutes. I know. This is something that I've got a smart watch and I clock my walks all the time. I got friends of mine I got one friend of mine, he's a marathoner. He does marathons. And I know that an average person, my height and everything, usually does a mile at least every 15 minutes. I got to be able to do at least a mile in 20 minutes. That's kind of slow. If I did a mile in 20 minutes, that means I'm doing 2 miles in 40 minutes. And I'm struggling to walk 2 miles total for the day right now. That's 40 minutes of walking has taken me a multitude of hours because I can't walk fast enough because of my leg. I can't stand up long enough because of my leg. And this left leg problem is wearing my right leg problem out to where putting too much stress on my right leg. And next thing you know, I want to need surgery on the right leg because it's under too much stress. I don't want to end up, they're going to have to fix my damn leg. I'm going to have to call them today. A little bit too early right now to be calling them. I've got about 4 hours to go before I can call them. But I've done made up my mind. I'm just going to get the damn thing fixed. Friggin' back, hips is bothering me, and now my damn leg. I've been telling them repeatedly ever since I failed 2 years ago, there's something wrong with this leg. There's something wrong with this leg. And see, I've been getting the runaround with my leg now for about 2 years. I've been getting the damn runaround about 2 years with my leg. I swear I have. Until finally, late last June, I got to where I couldn't even stand on this thing at all. And I go to the doctor's office, the orthopedic clinic, and they do an x-ray and an ultrasound. And then now they're starting to change their tune a little bit about my leg. Last June's when they started changing their tune a little bit about my leg. They said, yeah, you got a little problems with your leg, but we can do an MRI, investigate this a little more if you want to. But I was like, no, let me just take it easy and see if I can get it healed up, and then I'll go back walking again. And then so I took it easy, and it got better. But every time I get to trying to walk on this thing a pretty good distance, it just shuts me down from walking. And so, I don't know when it was, let's see. I have to look at my cell phone. It's about a month ago. I went to the doctor's office, and by the way, they gave me the runaround. They gave me the runaround about a month ago. They told me that I went into they got like a walk-in clinic, and I came into the walk-in clinic and told them my leg, it's been a couple of months has went by since late June. I told them my leg's not getting any better. I think we're going to have to do an MRI. They started to give me the runaround and say, we can't help you if you've not had an injury, if you've not had an accident. They were trying to give me the runaround then. I blowed up on them. I blowed the hell up on them right there in the office, telling them, okay, if I have to, I'll make this an emergency room visit. How about that? If y'all don't freaking help me with my freaking leg, I'll make it an emergency room. I'm not here because I want to be. I'm here because I have to be, because there's something going on with my leg. I gave them hell in the emergency room. Or I gave them hell when I did that walk-in thing, because they were trying to tell me they couldn't help me, that it'd have to be an emergency. And so when I told them I'm going to make this an emergency room visit if you don't help me, then all of a sudden they got me an appointment to see the orthopedic surgeon, and then they did an MRI, and then the surgeon told me, yeah, you need surgery on your leg or just stay off of it. I'm not going to stay off of it. I'm not going to stay the fuck off of it. I cussed, didn't I? Can't be like this. I've got to get my freaking leg problem fixed. I'm not going to stay off of it. I'm going to be okay. I'm just telling you like it is. I just don't understand why I keep getting the freaking runaround. And that's what I'm kind of paranoid right now. I'm kind of wondering if I call them, they're going to give me the runaround. They're going to hear what I told them last time. Okay, you don't fix my leg, this will be an emergency room, 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 until somebody gets my damn leg fixed. I'm not going to be like this. Just want my damn leg problem fixed. I don't want no partial knee surgery if they see that there's going to be another surgery down the road. I just want to get it fixed and done with, where I don't have to worry about this no more. Enough damn problems with my back and the damn shoulder. My shoulder's fucked up. Shoulder's fucked up too. Neck's fucked up. My whole fucking back's fucked up. And then I'm tired of being so fucked up. This shit's gonna get fixed. Shouldn't be like this. I'm too freaking young to be like this. I gotta calm down, get myself a stroke, chest pains. I got this video private right now. Only a few group of people can see, but I may go back, change it to public. Let me get off here. I'm going to call them today. I'm getting my leg fixed. And I hope I don't get the freaking runaround. But I'm paranoid about runaround because I've been given the runaround too freaking damn much in my life about things. That's what's got me a little bit worried. I don't want no more runaround. My ass will be in a freaking emergency room. I can do this the quick and easy way, or they can do this the hard and expensive way, which will be a multitude of emergency rooms if I don't get this leg fixed. Because I've been given the runaround so many times about things. I'm not going to be given the runaround. Just aggravated hell and back, guys. Let me off here a minute.